Hey everybody, welcome to the BPOD podcast or BPodcast. We haven't really decided.
We might not. We might not.
We might not. It's your boys Niko.
And Shaish.
Right.
That's our names. And
those are our names.
You're listening to the BPOD podcast.
Yeah.
What does BPOD mean, Niko?
You know, it can mean whatever you really want it to mean right now.
What does it mean today?
Today it means broke people of all denominations. So we kind of combined of all into the O.
So if you have a problem with that, please don't let us know. I don't want to know.
I mean, you can tell me. You can send us an email.
I don't want mean comments.
You can send us an email.
Send us an email. BPOD
podcast.
Yeah, BPOD podcast.
Yeah, at gmail.com.
And we didn't just make that.
We just
5 minutes ago.
We just plugged our own email. Why would
this
we
is only
plug...
about us. What do you mean?
Dude, we're as bad as like Logan Paul. Yo, dude, check out my SoundCloud. Check us out on SoundCloud.
Yeah, well, you're not already listening on SoundCloud or YouTube at the
BPOD
podcast.
Thank you for if anyone listening, really.
Oh my god. Hey, if you're listening, let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah, like if you like this.
Are there comments on SoundCloud?
There are comments on SoundCloud.
Comment down below.
I mean, okay, let's be real here. I'm inexperienced in SoundCloud. My man Shaish is inexperienced. That's why I just asked, are there comments on SoundCloud?
Thank you for explaining the joke.
No. I'm getting there.
You're getting there?
I'm explaining what the comment system is.
Okay, what's
because it's different than YouTube, right? I mean, different. I can't really say for the people. Maybe it's the same for the people. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
We'll find out.
I've posted a meme and someone told me to kill myself. Like it only had like 3 likes and someone told me to kill myself. So I mean, really, you're kind of shot in the dark. But I don't know. I don't even care. I'm kind of self-conscious. I ruined that joke.
Yeah.
But I'm backtracking. So in the comment system, it's like you see it as like a wave, right? You know that, like a sound file.
Yeah, I know.
And then at like minutes in the file, it shows it, and it shows the comment that's.
Oh, like someone made a comment about that second.
So you can
So if someone left a comment about how we're ranting about some stupid shit, they can put it like right now.
Yeah, they could be like, kill yourself.
Yeah, I mean if they wanted to.
Or they could say like, if I mention that meme, they'd say you should kill yourself. Like, I mean, a lot of kill yourselves.
You know, I think we're going down the rabbit hole of comment systems. We should.
I think that's kind of interesting. What do you think about it? Do you think that YouTube would change if it had a different comment system? How do you solve that?
I mean, remember the time when YouTube had video responses?
That was a long time
ago.
That
was a long time ago.
I think that was a little bit before I even used YouTube.
I used YouTube like right then, and then like immediately changed it.
I think back in the day, I remember first when we had Google Plus.
Oh boy, Google Plus.
Google Plus was a different time. I mean, we're kind of like...
It was the gateway to Facebook.
That was... I never
By the way, we're not that old. So
yeah, we're not that old.
This makes sense to some of you.
We've grown up in the land of new technologies.
New tech. Yes.
So we're probably going to appeal to the younger kids or whatever.
Or the older ones.
Or adults,
older ones.
You know, whatever. We don't really care.
Hit up to my homies.
Yeah, hit up to your homies. Hit up to your homies, man. Hit up. That's gonna never be
That's
cringy.
A good one.
We're never gonna look back on this and say...
I don't think any one person's gonna have heard that line.
Unless
you're hearing it right now.
That's true. Although I feel like we're treating this more like it's a live stream, even though it's not. Well, anyway.
Hey, we gotta do this.
Anyway. Here, Shaish, talk about something interesting.
Talk about something
interesting. I'm gonna head out. Pause it.
Yeah.
I love how I just said,
Hey, yo, pause it.
Yeah. And I also just realized something. So we have, I don't remember if it was 180 minutes or 180 gigabytes.
It said it there. We can go back to it.
Oh.
We have a computer in front of us.
No, we don't, man.
Go back to your profile. We can look at it.
This is my profile, actually.
Go back to...
I don't know. Talk about something interesting.
Okay, well, back to that YouTube comment system. I do think that YouTube is very toxic in the way its comments can be so unanimous. Or, sorry, not unanimous, anonymous. Thank you. I just fucked that up.
I mean, it could be worse, really.
It could be worse. Hey, you remember... Wait, did your high school ever get into this app called What's Goodly?
What's Goodly?
Yeah, so our high school had this thing called What's Goodly. It was this anonymous kind of polling app where people could put up a poll and then everyone else would look at it and they kind of vote. And it was mostly used for gossiping and, like, you know, mean shit. It was really mean of an app.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was kind of like that toxic, like anyone can say anything.
Are
no
you
one's gonna
talking
hear.
about ask.fm?
No, it was literally called What's Goodly. I remember some kid like emailed. So it's usually used for colleges, and then some kid at our high school decided to email the company, and they made a region lock for our high school.
They made a region lock.
Well, no, they made like because like you have to say which one it is so that all the posts are pertinent to that school.
So then that must have been even more toxic because you know who's saying shit about you.
No, because no one knew. Because we all knew that everyone on the app was from that high school,
Like,
but you didn't know who was saying it.
So then, like,
It was anonymous.
So then you know it's in your high school, and you can say, "Oh, it's Ranjit." Like, this is Ranjit. That's like talking.
How would you know? You wouldn't know.
Oh,
It's unanimous because anonymous.
you really want it to be unanimous.
See,
It's
the word is out.
unanimously anonymous.
It's unanimous.
It's clearly not.
No, but it was so toxic because people could be like, voting online. They'd be like,
So you used it.
who's the ugliest person? There'd be 4 people, and people just vote for it. It's
So
like,
this was middle school?
no, this was high school, bro.
This was
sophomore
decade.
year. Sophomore
year.
Bro, that was a time.
I can't even. I think I've lived under a rock for a long time.
I mean, I don't think your high school had that.
Thank you for that one. Low-key
Hey,
name
I've been
drop.
trying.
Hey, there are others.
There are others.
But
I didn't get through the whole word, so we're saying.
yeah. But no, back on that comment system thing. There's not really an easy way to like there are websites that are like Reddit that literally everyone's just like it's like a circle jerk and everything.
Yeah, because everyone's trying to get that karma.
Yeah,
everyone's
exactly.
on the
To
ground.
me, the karma system is so dumb. Is it real money?
No, you don't get
Okay,
money.
So I'm speaking from a place of
No,
ignorance.
it's internet points. People, it's like that idea of I want to be famous, like internet
so it's
famous.
but you can't even spend anything.
No,
So
you
you
don't
get
get
points
money
for-
from any
for
of this.
nothing.
It's just points to feel good and jerk yourself off.
So you could be like, I feel like I've seen so many times in the news when people they've just backfired instantly. Like,
What do you
for
mean?
People. Like, did you know? Maybe 2 years ago, the guy who invented Oculus, who used first off he like stole company
yeah.
like stuff, but whatever. He like founded Oculus and. He was on Reddit, and he was like actually a super toxic Reddit guy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and so it came back to haunt him because I think it ended up getting him kicked out of Oculus.
Well, I mean, isn't that the same thing that happened to like James Gunn?
James Gunn.
Did you not hear about the recent James Gunn stuff?
Recent?
Yeah. So
how recent we talking?
okay. Well, he made tweets years and years ago, which were dark humor jokes. You know, they were on the verge.
Was it a kill yourself comment or something?
No, it was pedophilia and.
Oh. Maybe we shouldn't.
I mean, I'm gonna mention that because recently Disney just fired James Gunn.
Right.
So he's no longer directing the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and he's no longer, piloting this
guy.
whole. Yeah, that guy.
Oh wow.
He's no longer piloting that whole stage.
That could
Phase
change
4.
so much.
It does change a lot because they were planning on using James Gunn to like move forward in their whole space line of movies.
So was it because of like public backlash?
Yeah, no. It's because I think someone like brought it into light, and Disney didn't want to go with that bombshell of, oh my God, you're supporting this guy who said those things. Obviously, everyone knows those are jokes. Like all the cast and all of them, they realize.
Here, I'll pull up the. You keep
pull up the story, but yeah, that's like the similar thing. It backfired because it was on the internet, and that's so wild, dude. Like I know we're not talking about comment system anymore, but like
no, I mean we can.
Those tweets kind of just ruined his career a little bit. I mean, like, because it's Disney, of course. Disney likes to do whatever they want. They like to be family friendly to the max, and now they kind of just screwed that guy. You see it, right? It's so big right now.
Disney axing director James Gunn for his atrocious tweets. I don't think we need.
Those were so. I mean, they're old tweets, and they were all dark comedy jokes, and then it ruined his career.
I mean, I trust the Washington Post to report things, but I don't need their little sprinkling of the word atrocious.
They said atrocious?
Yeah.
No.
Let's see.
Like people like Dave Bautista, like he spoke out about how James Gunn's one of the nicest people he's met, and what is it called? Michael Rooker said, James knows exactly how I feel.
Tweets, though. That's kind of stupid.
Of course, they're not gonna show the tweet.
Is it really that bad?
Actually, Ted Cruz tweeted about it.
Ted
Cruz tweeted.
Wait, are these tweets actually that bad, man?
I mean, they're pedophilia jokes. Yeah, that's I think the thing that Ted Cruz tweeted.
Wait. So it says, retweet Peter Alton. I like it when little boys touch me in my silly place. Shush.
They're all
What?
in that vein.
Oh my god. These
Like-
are kind of, I mean, these are black comedy. I mean, dark comedy, but
Yeah, he definitely should have deleted them.
those are some really actually bad tweets. Like, just as a director, I don't think he should have kept it.
Yeah, he definitely
It's-
should delete those.
It's
tweets.
like if I was trying to go to be a CEO for a company,
and
and
they found
then
it. Yeah,
I had tweets of like racism. Or
bro,
something.
that's why I haven't like, you know, when you're really young, like when we were like,
Yeah.
real young, that
There's
we
some like cringy stuff.
there's crazy stuff I've posted.
Yeah.
I think I deleted my whole Facebook page and made a new one.
Really?
Yeah, because
Yeah, I've had YouTube videos and I was just like, oh.
I think I remember some bad stuff about elementary school
Yeah.
with YouTube videos. I'm not going into that. But yeah.
I mean, you can.
Nah, that's not a topic I don't want to go. I don't want to go
What do you mean?
Nothing. It was just embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
They were just embarrassing.
I mean, this is the BPOD podcast, man.
BPOD podcast.
Like,
Okay, well, I don't remember it that well, but what I do remember is one time I uploaded me lip syncing a song.
Oh.
It was
Dude, I didn't know it was
so
bad.
cringy.
Okay.
I don't have that video or remember any of it.
Okay, so I kind of hate to be that guy, but this is.
I mean,
these
it's okay.
These tweets are pretty bad.
It's okay to agree with that, but I still think that
I would have fired him too, actually.
really you would have fired him.
Yeah, this looks bad for the company.
It definitely looks bad for
Like
the company.
I
I would ask him to delete the tweets first.
Jesus.
Do you think firing really was that necessary?
Dude, even if,
Okay,
to
when was
come
that
up with
tweet?
this joke.
When was that tweet?
This is from 2010.
That's 8 years ago.
8
dude.
years ago, still. Okay, 8 years ago.
Yeah,
and
but okay,
reason-
well, you agree it's a joke, right? You agree
No,
he
no,
wrote that
the
as a
reason
joke.
why we think it's a joke, but the
Okay.
reason why now, okay, coming from it now, we can tell, okay, obviously he's joking, but it's because he's proved himself. But let's say if he's directed some terrible movie, and he's proved him, and he hasn't proved himself, like then you wouldn't be defending him, right?
I mean,
Like, would you? Would you still?
okay,
It's a question.
It's
you can
because I
ponder.
see James Gunn in a better light because I've heard the cast talk about him being such a good guy. I've heard like producers and other people saying he's a good person. But then,
Yeah.
like maybe if I haven't heard those things, that this changes the story entirely.
Because like, do you think that it influences you that you like Marvel
I like
movies?
I like Marvel
Yeah.
movies and I like James Gunn. They go hand in hand.
But then you see this, and I think that even to come up with these jokes, this is really forced. Okay, like I'll say I don't really want to say another one because someone could like take it from my mouth and assume it's me. But
God,
it's
Niko.
not me. 3 man and a baby. They had sex with #unromantic movies. Like what? That is so out of left field. That
Yeah.
makes no sense to me.
I wish you would have deleted them like years ago.
No, the thing is, I think that it's just like sweeping it under the rug. Like maybe you have to have a twisted mind to come up with some of these movies, but like the fact that that he had the gall to post this and keep it up for 8 years.
Okay, well, did no one at Disney decide to run a good old background check and look deep into his tweet history when they hired him?
Should we blame the company who didn't do the background check, or should we blame the person who did?
Blame the company for what? Suddenly firing him? If they deemed it was bad back then, I would understand way more. But now to get this deep, and then to fire him, I think
Okay, well
that's
let's say
ambiguous.
okay. So Guardians of the Galaxy came out in 2014.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't remember.
We're shooting from memory here.
Shooting from memory.
And these tweets, here, let me look here. So one is from 2009, one is from 2010, 2012. Like there aren't some, this isn't really that great. Let's see, 2009, 2011, 7 years ago. We're getting a little closer.
We're getting closer.
2012.
Okay, what's your point? You're saying he
2011.
hasn't changed?
I'm just saying that, like, to an extent, it's the okay, so the latest one's like 2012-ish.
Okay.
All right?
That's
And so,
2 years
To me,
before.
I'm saying that it's an extent.
Making sure it's still recording.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it still
We're still alive.
We're
boys.
gonna make this like a half an hour podcast just because
We
don't
can
have
record
that
another
much
episode
time.
later if we want.
Yeah, I know, but we have a limit of 180 minutes.
How long? That's like an hour. Oh, in total?
In total.
Oh.
Because we're not paying that premium.
Right.
So we're probably gonna end up switching to YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. You've heard it here, folks.
You've heard it here. We're probably gonna have like 3 episodes on
and we're
SoundCloud.
booking it.
Then we're going to YouTube. If we get like 4 fans.
We make it big.
Yeah. Hey, those could be. I don't know, man.
Hey, those 4 fans better not just include
Hey,
our
we're talking
best
about a
friends.
hot topic right now.
Hot topic. James Gunn, dude.
But to me, there's a part of me like you have to have a certain mindset to even come up with these tweets.
Okay, well,
like you have to be really.
do you know what you're arguing? You're arguing that a person can't change for the better.
The fact that you say that he has to change doesn't sound like a good thing to me.
What do you mean?
Like, he shouldn't have to change. No, like I'm saying,
So
like
he's a better
like
person
it shouldn't be necessary. But the fact that you say that he's changed is bad.
Okay,
Because
well,
that means that he was at a point where he was bad.
he was at a point where he made those jokes. I agree that
Yeah.
was not a good point. It's dark comedy, yes, but it's pretty dark. It's pretty.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking
It's
dark.
pretty dark.
Yeah.
But like, you can't say that person has gotten better. You can't say that. You don't want to say it.
I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't looked at his tweets recently. I don't know much about him, but I know that this looks bad for him.
Yeah.
This looks bad for Disney. I don't know if we'll care about it in a month or 2.
Oh.
I'm not saying me. Like this. I don't
You
know
just heard about this.
I just heard about this. I really don't know. But
You know what I do know?
what?
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is gonna suck. Nah, I think they're gonna get Taika Waititi to direct it. The guy who did
man.
Thor 3.
I know Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, we watched that. I think that's an okay choice, but
I'm
it's
not gonna
always
say
gonna be
my
living.
opinions.
It's always gonna be living in the shadow.
I'm not even gonna say my opinion.
Did you like Thor 3?
No, I didn't.
Whatever.
The comedy wasn't good enough to like
Whatever.
Like, stay with
Whatever.
me.
Hey, stop. Stop.
Stop it.
Stop hitting on my man. That man's like
No, I think that he's a good comedy director in some sense, but he changed his mind.
Hey, bro. Pause it.
So we can unpause it now.
Yeah, we have paused it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna pause it.
Hey,
now.
bro.
Okay.
That was weird.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was a little bit of pausing there.
So
but,
we just hit a pause. So you think maybe we should do a topic change? We kind of
Maybe we should. I feel like we've beaten this James Gunn thing.
we've been James Gunn to the
You're
ground.
clearly in.
I'm clearly in one field
yeah.
and you're in the other.
I don't know if we're gonna really get out of this, but
I think we should just start.
I think
James.
it's kind of interesting. You wanna? We can change it. Yeah, it's fine.
I
Sure.
mean, we had a set track and we did not. We did not board the train.
We didn't really need a set track.
That's
though.
true, but like, you know,
I just need to close this because the more I see his tweets,
the more you throw up in your inside.
I'm not throwing up, but I'm not like, yes, let's do it.
So do you want to go for our first topic, the one we already decided on?
Yeah, you introduce it.
So we have a little story to make, a story to tell. Me and Niko, we play.
A video game.
Thank you,
Yes,
Niko. Thank
for
you.
all those non-gamers.
We play a video game. Tune out now if you're a hardcore
Yeah.
NBA fan.
NBA fan. Hey, NBA fans out there, your boy
Yeah.
is also an NBA fan.
Whoa.
But that's a whole. There are too many.
That's not
NBA
what we're talking
podcasts.
about today.
Yeah.
So we play a video game. It's called Overwatch.
Yeah.
Overwatch is a first-person shooter, cartoonish styles, but I mean, it's fun stuff.
Yeah.
So, I myself am an amateur filmmaker. Wouldn't call myself that, actually. I'm just using
I
that
wouldn't
to
call
move forward.
myself that either.
I'm not just moving
I would
forward.
call us. We're BPODers.
We're regular Joe Schmoes, you know?
We're regular Joe Schmoes.
And we want to make a small little short film. You could call it a short
I
film.
don't
You
think
could call it a
it's
skit.
film, video.
I mean, video is kind of vague.
It's like a mockumentary, really.
It's a mockumentary.
It's a mockumentary.
skit.
That's not really that funny.
It's a skit.
I don't think that our thing's gonna be that funny, but
But we're making a skit,
Yeah.
so that's the beginning of the story.
Yeah.
So we're actually in the middle of writing a script,
yeah.
and we're gonna talk about it right now. As
Yeah.
in, by talk about it, we're actually gonna write it right now.
I mean, talking about it, it's kind of like the process of doing it.
Yes.
So it's kind of like you're talking about it and doing it at the same time.
So maybe we'll release this before we make the video, and then you'll get a sneak peek into the great minds
Who knows
of
if
the
it'll
BPOD
stay?
podcast.
I mean, this is definitely gonna get uploaded sometime today.
Yeah.
Today
being what? You don't know when this was recorded.
So let's just talk about where do we want this. Let's just give like some background a little bit.
Go ahead. Why don't you anchor it? I've been talking.
We want to do kind of like, initially my pitch was that we did a comedy thing, but it seems like the direction we're taking is a little more serious.
Well, it was a comedy mockumentary.
Comedy mockumentary of a guy who plays too much Overwatch.
And he's really bad.
This
is actually based on a true story. His player name.
Yeah, it's kind of based on a true story. Just in the fact that I'm bad at the game, not that I became addicted to the game. Because this
not yet. We're getting close.
I'm not really that addicted. I haven't played it all in like the last 2 days.
Is that your choice?
Yeah, that was my choice.
Right.
But like, the fact that I said the last 2 days is so pathetic.
I played in the last 2 days.
Yeah,
last 48 hours.
That's like low key what an addict would say. I haven't done anything.
I haven't smoked in 2 days.
Yeah.
I've been
Good
sober.
job, Carl.
I've been sober for 2 days.
Imagine. Oh wow, what an accomplishment. Good job, buddy.
Oh god.
Oh, I feel bad for that. But
dang, Carl.
maybe a little insensitive. But no, it's called right now. The working title is The Life of an Overwatch Silver. So the ranking system is based on how well you do in 10 placement matches. And this guy, this main character, his name's gonna be Manny right now, right?
Hey, you said Man A.
Man A.
You were like just describing him. We'll call him Man A. I'm
Yeah.
like Man E.
Man E.
It's your boy Manny.
Yeah, Manny. Okay. And he basically he becomes so like incensed with the idea of being a great Overwatch player that he like throws his life away.
Is that what the direction we're going? Because we really haven't like discussed of the future of.
Well, I'm discussing it
So
right now.
you wanted
this is
to-
me discussing.
Okay,
it
so
with
you wanted to start out with like a bit where we're like kind of in on his face. He's deep in a game, and then suddenly we move back in time to see his life.
Right, but this game is gonna be when he's in Overwatch Silver.
Okay.
This is his last game as an Overwatch Silver.
Oh, so he's gonna change? Are we gonna go back into the past and then into the future,
We're gonna go to the past.
and then into the future?
No,
Okay.
there's no future.
So wait, do you want to do a thing where it's like you want to do a story bit where he starts in one place and then progressively we go backwards in time, or do you want to just go straight back to the beginning?
Maybe. How convoluted do you think it would be?
No, because we could totally do it the way like if we did a film in the way of you got the game, you're playing the game, you learn about competitive and that, or we just do it backwards.
That's what I was saying. We could do it backwards. What if we did it? So do you like the idea of us like gauging the time periods as like his like mental state as the placement matches left, like the number of placement matches?
That would be a
he's
good
left?
idea. Yeah, we just watched a movie. It's called Blind Spotting, and it really had a good way of doing that, where it was him on probation. It was like 3 days left, and then 2 days left, and so on.
Mm-hmm, the main character.
And so we had. I think it was well paced in that way.
Yeah.
They broke it up.
It felt pretty good.
So
It felt like a longer movie actually than it really was. It was.
It
only
was
an
a
hour
short
and a half.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt long though.
I don't know.
I didn't think it was like too long.
I didn't think it was that long. I didn't feel it being very long.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I felt it was pretty well paced. Yeah.
It was well paced though for what it was.
I wasn't bored at all.
No. But like the idea of using placement matches, which there are 10 of, to kind of break up the film, but we don't have to do every single one.
Yeah, I don't think
we could do like 1, 3, like 6, stuff like that.
Yeah, so we could do a little bit like a montage at one point. No,
we could do
think
like
we should
1
have-
and 3, and then like 4, 5, 6. It can be like in one.
Yeah, like 1 through 3 is like the big change. What do you think of the?
No,
big
we should
milestones?
do 1 first.
1 first.
1 first, because then he learns what it is. 2 and 3 can be him like getting adjusted. 3, 4, 5, 6 can be him like grinding. 7 and 8 can be desperation. And 9, and then 10 could be
this like
10 could be him placing in silver and being really sad.
what are the levels of acceptance, like depression? What is it?
Oh, dude.
Like what are the dude? What if we made it like copying the 9 levels of hell?
Wait, no, like Dante's Inferno?
Like Dante's Inferno, but in Overwatch. Dude, that would
Bruh.
be so weird.
Wait,
I'm
let me
gonna
look
look
it
up the levels of hell right now.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Levels.
Wait, what were we talking about?
Hell.
Wait, what were we saying before that?
I don't know.
We're
just
oh,
moving
acceptance.
along.
That was an acceptance.
Yeah, levels of acceptance.
I want to see what those are.
So there's Purgatory, which is the Dante quiz. What the heck?
Or is it like, what level of hell are you
This
in?
might be something I do in like a background.
Okay,
video for
denial,
one of these.
anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
Guys, I found my favorite.
We could do those 5.
What were they?
denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
Those are. I feel like they do that all the time though.
You think that's cliche?
Because like, how often do you see the 9 levels of hell? That's so
I do hear.
convoluted.
To be fair, I hear Dante's Inferno more than I think I would have.
You hear Dante's Inferno and then you hear Purgatory, but you don't hear the City of Dis
Shit.
or Level 7, which doesn't even have a name. It just says violent.
Oh, wait, how many 9?
There are 9.
You want to do 9 levels for this?
There's 10 for.
Well, how long is this skit gonna be?
We really don't know, do we?
We don't.
I think we should do this. No, this seems cool. It's like a good bouncing off point.
Okay.
It's like something to keep us grounded on where we want to go.
Okay, that's a good idea. We have a little template of where each.
Plus,
phase
it matches
is.
the 10 placement matches.
Is there 10?
There are 10. There's Purgatory, Limbo. Limbo, yeah.
Oh shit.
Not all of them have names, but I'm sure they
they're
have
stages.
descriptions.
Okay, so we could. Well, do they fit well with the placement matches?
Well, I think we should build around that.
Dude, we have to do a lot of reading before we can start this.
Yeah, this is a lot of reading, but we're just discussing ideas and getting them out there.
Yeah.
Obviously, we won't stay, like... I mean, I'm gonna be real with this. Like, we're not gonna, like hinder our, like, video making process just on telling the, like, descriptions to the, like,
To the
SoundCloud
viewer,
thing.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
So, this is like, if we do another episode of this before we run out of our minutes, I feel like we have, like, a prepaid phone.
Yeah. hey, after the 180 minutes, check us out on BPOD Podcast 2.
Maybe,
and then BPOD Podcast 3.
Bi-weekly phone something do or whatever. I don't know. I'll find this. I'm talking about something that stands for BPOD. But anyway, the point is that the next time you hear this podcast, if you are tuning in, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We could be done with this video. We don't really know.
Or it could be in 20 minutes if we're talking about something else.
That's true. We really don't know.
We don't know. We'll find out in 20 minutes.
That's true. But I'm looking through these levels here. This seems pretty cool.
So, okay, we'll
warp it around that.
Obviously, we have to do a lot of reading to actually learn about the levels.
Yeah.
So, until then...
Maybe we should read Dante's Inferno before we make this book.
Hey, that's the next video.
Yeah.
Next video.
Reflecting on Dante's Inferno.
Our next episode is reflecting on Dante's Inferno.
Low-key, I would totally be fine with reading that before making the video. Because I want to make this video good.
Yeah.
Because although if we read it and just to follow the steps of the hell, like that, I feel like that'd be kind of...
Well, I mean, to be fair, we don't have that much time.
You
know,
that's true. I actually
really
agree.
Don't have that much time.
We don't have much time. I agree. We don't have much time. But...
We could definitely just read up on the levels and do something with that.
Because this website that I found here is pretty good. I'd say it's pretty good.
Did
also,
you hear that? It's raining.
Yeah, man. That's rain. Rain moving through pipes.
Okay.
Do you want to stay on this movie thing? Because I feel kind of like a little uncomfortable talking about it.
I think we're gonna wrap up this segment.
Yeah.
Maybe do 5 minutes of some other topic, or we can just end it here. What do you think?
I mean, I think I'm kind of hungry. So,
dude, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Let's talk about food and torture you some more.
You know what? Actually, I wouldn't. No, I'm just kidding. No, but on the topic of food, though, I could talk about a lot of things, man. I like to talk.
Dude, throw it out there.
Do you cook anything on your own?
Dude, I cook a little bit.
Do you really?
I do, actually.
So are you like Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen?
I am not a Gordon Ramsay kitchen chef master. I am a novice to intermediate.
Novice to intermediate, like what?
Okay, so
like
Indian cooking, there's
He's Indian.
I'm Indian, thank you. All denominations.
Yeah, all denominations.
So the thing about my cooking and Indian cooking is that, like, there's an initial thing you do where, okay, so in Western European cooking, you kind of like brown onions and garlic and stuff.
Put it in a pan and brown them.
Yeah. Like an initial saute that develops flavor.
Yeah.
That's what Indian cooking starts with, but not like that ingredients. You throw a little oil and then like turmeric seeds mustard seeds, turmeric powder, and a couple other different spices that develop a base to your flavor, so that you're in the realm of Indian cooking.
So where did you what's something you make?
Okay, so I make a bomb potato dish.
It's
literally kind of just potatoes, but it's the best.
Was it?
So, go ahead.
Like, is it like baked potatoes?
It's like I can't really explain. So I kind of cheat on this dish.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, so the process, you do that like kind of spice mixture.
Yeah.
You put in a bunch of chopped potatoes, chili powder, maybe some jalapenos, but like you put the jalapenos first to kind of roast them,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh, you put jalapenos in it. That's cool.
dude, jalapenos are so good.
Oh, awesome.
Then you nuke it in a microwave for like half an hour.
Yeah.
I know you're against that,
The
but
microwaves.
it's kind of a cheat way of cooking some
Do you
stuff.
have a stove?
We do, yeah. No, you first do it on the
So
stove.
is it made for a microwave thing? Like, is this
You
dish
can.
like ideally?
Ideally, you can
It's a
cook other
microwave?
things while nuking it. So
Oh,
it's
so that's
it's
it.
a side dish kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like you have it's kind of like a one pot meal kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have one pot, you do all that like initial browning and stuff with the jalapenos, put on your potatoes, mix it up, and then put it in a Corningware or like a glass thing, and nuke it
Mm-hmm.
while you cook something else in that same pot.
That sounds actually pretty interesting.
So tell me about some of your dishes or a dish of yours.
I honestly,
What's your signature?
have no
No
signature. I've literally like cooked only like a couple of things.
What Kraft
And I
mac and
can-
cheese?
No, I honestly I can count them on my hands. Like the major things I actually cooked. I had all of them. I've had help. So
Cheater. No, I'm just kidding.
and like 2 of them were fresh, but like the third one was like I can't. Okay, ideally I follow the Gordon Ramsay line of logic. Like everything should be fresh. I've watched a lot of Gordon Ramsay shows.
Dude,
Um,
that's
I just love it. What can I say? I like to talk about cooking even though I don't really do it that often,
uh-huh.
and I'm not really that knowledgeable
Dude,
about
I
it.
want like a fresh, clean ass kitchen. If I want to like when I move out, ideally I just want a nice kitchen.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the things I would look for.
I think that'd be really cool. But I'm trying to get back into it. Like,
Hey guys, maybe if this does really well, we'll have the BPOD podcast cooking show.
but it won't. It'll only have. We'll have another SoundCloud account.
Yeah, BPOD podcast.
But only 3
cooking.
episodes.
Only 3 episodes.
Each
Gotta
of
use
varying,
that 180 minutes.
Yeah, but no. The most recent thing I made, which was actually yesterday or last night, was hot dog chili casserole.
I said this to you earlier. That sounds so American.
It is very.
Wait,
American.
did you put bacon in it?
No,
Ah,
I didn't put bacon in it.
that
'cause
could have
we
been
were
so
trying to-
American.
It honestly, it turned out like somewhat liquidy, which I'm not happy about.
Ah,
But considering this is the first thing I've ever made, like actually tried, and I actually went to the grocery store
you bought the
and
ingredients.
bought the ingredients.
Nice.
It felt good. And the next time I make it, we're fine on time.
You didn't have to say that.
Give them some insight into our lives. Whoever watches, doubt anyone will watch. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm kind of falling asleep to my own voice.
Other people, hey, you guys will sleep yet?
Yeah, maybe this is a good way to fall asleep.
to just talk for like an hour,
Bedtime,
dude.
bedtime podcast, dude. No, I'm just
At the
kidding.
beach.
At the beach house. No, we could totally do that though. But
Yeah, get them in on it.
the problem with like cooking is that if you want to do it fresh, not everyone has the time to do that. So that's why like do you know what Blue Apron is?
Yeah. Oh, you do Blue Apron.
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
Because I think it's too much to pay. Plus, I mean, why would I mind? Like, I mean, it's
I mean, do you know how to like your way around the kitchen? Like, if I asked you to make, let's see now. If I asked you to make like mac and cheese, like just regular mac and cheese, not Kraft, but like straight up make
But,
your own
like-
mac and cheese.
like bake the dough and I mean like
no. You
get
get
like
pasta.
make the pasta.
You get pasta. You get.
Nah, bro, you gotta make that pasta.
Head ass. That's
I'm
so
serious.
much work.
Like if I
Do you
was
know how
gonna
to make
make some,
pasta?
I'm gonna learn. That's my
Dude.
point. Like I'm trying to learn. Like I'm trying to go all out, bro.
Okay, but really, okay. Do you at least know how to make mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me. I don't believe you.
You wanna check?
Yes, I
My-
want to
my
check
mind?
your mac and cheese.
Uh,
What's your ideal mac and cheese recipe?
My ideal mac and cheese is I head on down to CVS.
CVS.
Head on down.
Hit up the Kraft mac and cheese.
No, not even Kraft. We go for Annie's.
On Annie's. Or
$5. Dude, $5 is a lot to pay for some macaroni, by the way. But whatever. Let me just say this:
Ooh.
it's not 5-star
He's getting
dining.
expensive on here.
Yeah, it's organic and it's terrible. I've had it before. It's terrible.
It's terrible.
I'm throwing shade at Annie's. We're never
Dude,
gonna. We're never gonna get.
We're
a
not
sponsor.
gonna get sponsored.
Yeah. No. I don't want your sponsor, Annie's.
No.
Screw you.
Hey, I want your money. I want that mac and cheese money.
If we ever became big enough to have a sponsor, how hilarious would that be? If it was like
Hey.
they were the first ones to come to us.
It's just like welcome back to the BPOD podcast. We're brought to you by Annie's.
I would like to make a correction. I love Annie's.
There you go. Thank you. We're cutting that last 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, but I think we're getting to the end of the podcast for now.
You think so?
For now, yeah.
Well, we need a quick ending segment that we
What?
can.
A quick ending.
Ending segment. Let's like a 1 minute conversation that we
Let's
can.
talk about milk.
Okay, dude. Is it just me or is milk the best?
Honestly, milk is great.
Milk is great. You know what's the best uses for milk? You know, you ever buy Chips Ahoy cookies and heat up some milk? The
No.
cookies literally melt,
You
and
lost
it's
me.
so good.
Chips Ahoy is way too much money.
It is
for
expensive,
cookies.
but like, dude, you get a nice warm glass of milk. You know, you take your cookie, you dip it in, it melts in your mouth. Like, I'm not even joking. You can quote me on that. It literally melts.
Guys,
in your
make
mouth.
sure your sleep timer's on.
Hey, by the way, Chips Ahoy, if you want to sponsor us, I'm all down for it.
I don't think we're the desired marketers.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, they can see you, bud.
They can see it. Yeah, I have a tattoo of Chips Ahoy.
He does.
Yeah.
I can testify.
That's fun.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
I don't know how we'll end this. Like,
Well,
just in
on that
general.
note, just be aware that the best way to sleep is to have some milk and cookies and listen to our
Is that
podcast.
really the best way to sleep? It's bad to eat that way at night, you know. Listen to our podcast,
Thank
but
you.
don't eat milk and cookies before bed.
You don't do that?
That's literally unhealthy, man.
That's
That's
so
how you
bad.
get fat.
Oh, you don't think I know? You don't think I know?
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general. I'm just saying, like, it's actually unhealthy. So don't do that.
Wow, we're gonna be a health podcast?
We're not a health podcast for people who are concerned about health.
I like how you're glancing over to be like, let's end it. Hey,
I'm
bro,
glancing over.
Pause.
Hey, hope y'all having a good old
You just
day.
literally.
I know what I did. I know.
On that note,
Let's just end it, bro.
let's end it. This has been the BPOD podcast. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Please tune in whenever
Next time.
Next time. Tomorrow, Wednesday.
Hey, is tomorrow Wednesday?
Thursday.
You will never know.